democracy are the three fundamental organizations governing and like autocratic
I'd say fascism.
like all three of them like decision taking by individuals. However, in autocratic or authoritarian, like the individuals are considered more like subjects and citizens and like much less role in decision making compared to in a democratic system where like they basically
Power from
they take the
Okay, so identify and describe 2 to 3 historical events or key individuals that help better explain your idea.
Who are voting in the democratic system?
For democracy, and I think the big one right now is what's happening in the United States. I think that Trump is leaning more towards.
I'm wondering what this YouTube is really about.
The U.S. is like closer to leaning to I'd like it to blend some aspects of
That's a good one.
values. But I think that Barack Obama, for example, is a really good example of a democratic leader. Elections happen fairly.
Griffin, do you have any, what's your last idea? Have you made up your mind?
Standing up for like
I have my last ideology is liberal democracy.
What are the sources that you're using?
I have the packet right here. On liberal democracy, and liberalism, and I'm reading it right now. And basically, it is a PESES, like political economics of the cultural system, similar to feudalism, communism, and fascism in the way it's set up, and it features ideas of like economic and consumer choice, and it also has to do with like it has strong ties to capitalism as like in liberal democracy. Everybody is kind of their own person that has strong ideas of like freedom and like having personal choice, and like especially with like consumers producers.
yeah, I have
Which is just again, like, it's just the idea of
there are a lot of
Quick
things that
correct me if I'm wrong, because the way you explained it is that you're saying this is a mix of communism, fascism.
No, I'm just saying it's a PESES.
but the most famous ones we have to mention the Soviet Union, the Mao China,
It's just saying it's an ideology.
so absolute equality between all members of society.
Identify
As far
factors
as also ideology.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
It's not really related. It's like kind of the opposite of communism in a way, because our communism focuses on like everybody,
dialectical
everybody is informed. Liberal democracy is like everybody has a choice and they can be like themselves. Also, democracy is like very ideas of like the people choose who leads, like the country. So like the leader of a country is in the hands of the people.
Sounds good. Liberal democracy. Have you guys worked on the second part besides the sources, the second part, like the key ideas from your sources? But yet. Griffin, what about you? Have you worked on the key ideas? This is the next one after the sources.
Not for liberal democracy.
What about for others?
everybody having their independent rights.
Communism, yes.
I think another big one
I'm working on it right now.
would be
Okay, so can you
like accountability.
tell us a bit about what you've done? I mean, just briefly,
I think
on your
it's
key
really
ideas of
important that the government serves its people and not the other way around. And so
I
accountability
talked about how it's there's a system based on
and I think freedom is also a big one.
And the idea
Freedom
is
of
to make
rights,
every
freedom of
citizen have
speech,
the
freedom
same
of religion, rights.
This is in theoretical communism, but in practical
So
communism, when
next one
it's
is identify 2 to 3 appearances of
like
extended
used in the real world, it ends up like causing prominent
Yeah.
political figure or partnership that has like supreme like absolute control over the society, and it has often a lot of like repression and restriction of speech and choices, and there are often like very little opportunity for the people, and usually all the power of that society resides in like that one person or society or like partnership.
Like you said, I think like the US is a big example of democracy. I also think a lot of countries in Europe, even though for example the Netherlands has
It kind of, it was kind of a little bit,
the overall system is democratic.
I could understand
There's
the
elections
sense of the percent, but
and the ones in power
when I
are
think
kind of
about it, yes, I think they kind of,
or
maybe into,
yeah, the
I know it's kind of, it's just all of a sudden question. It's kind of, it's not fair to say it was unorganized or anything like that. You did it well. You explained it well.
Nobody is told what to do, but
Let's see. And you,
what they have to do,
let me just
or what
check
they
out something.
United States, Canada, Australia.
That's, I mean, obviously there's still people that got kind of that idea.
I just also all of you guys have three like, key ideas. All of you guys have
Everybody, yeah.
it's the same. All I've done it on communism, so I can't really ask you guys because it's all the same ideology.
Obviously, like describes why people with certain traits navigate towards certain ideologies.
Is there anything like for feminism or any socialism, democracy?
People who are
I mean,
different
was there any key ideas you
who
guys
wanna
could find?
have
Like Willie
like
would ask,
individual power over unity.
Or
Are people who gravitate towards this ideology?
And it doesn't have to be
That
from here yet.
because it's so often
And
used
you
alongside
think that,
capitalism,
and it doesn't have to be
democracy is usually quite an economic
Is there any like key ideas for any other ideologies besides communism?
system. But so I think people who are, for
Do
example,
you have any
Russians
key
or
ideas for besides communism? Do you have any key
deal with trade
ideas
would navigate towards
from
this
what you have
ideology
learned
because it gives them more
besides
financial
communism?
freedom
exploited.
and
From your ideology? Yeah, I see. I could see that you were working on communism the last one. Okay, fair enough. What would you guys? Any key
People
ideas?
would probably gravitate towards communists who are farmers, like the Lily and people that are definitely moving into that less access.
Female should be like better like
Theoretically, it's supposed to have been made it so that it's not.
so like that's like some and like the overall ideology itself like wants like provide people but they are like super selfish people. I guess if people overboard and like they like because male has the advantage like they have like
For democracy, I think.
Oh, so they are asking for what they have not received in the past, and they want to be rewarded. That's quite interesting. What about you? Is from ideology besides communism? Is there any key ideas from your learning? Let's exclude communism because everybody has done it.
I think for
and Griffin has
democracy,
done a great job explaining it.
it really focuses on addressing the physiological like needs as well as people's wants. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression isn't necessarily something that you need to survive, but it definitely adds to the quality of life. And so I think that democracy addresses the top half of the pyramid really well. As for the bottom half, I think that since there's no like control everything, it's difficult to say that it meets all of the basic needs. That's why I think in a lot of democratic states there's a big wealth gap between people who might not have access to their basic needs versus people who are in more like financially conducive situations.
Well, something that is definitely noted in some of the
What about some of the other ideas besides feminism that you have covered? Was there anything in key ideas that you saw you learned from your sources?
it may